Hello everybody, welcome to ASMR Facts. This is the first video in a series of videos I'm going to upload on this channel where I read through facts and give commentary along the way. So here we go. In this video I'm going to be reading 100 facts about the United States. So fact number 1. The United States was founded in the year 1776. Fact number 2. The Declaration of Independence was signed on July the 4th, 1776. And to this day, July 4th is a major holiday here in the United States. Fact number 3. The U.S. has 50 states. Many people learned that during grade school. 50 states. Fact number 4. There are 5 U.S. territories with permanent populations. Fact number 5. Washington, D.C. is the capital, not a state. Number 6. The U.S. Constitution was ratified in 1788. Number 7. It is the oldest written national constitution still in use. Number 8. The U.S. government has 3 branches: executive, legislative, and judicial. And I remember learning that back in my high school government class, because I believe that was like a question on one of the tests. It was like, okay, what are the 3 government branches? And you had to pick the right answer. I believe it was like a multiple choice test, and some of the answers had like other stuff. There was only one answer that had those 3. It was executive, legislative, and judicial. So learned that back then. Most people learned that back in high school, actually. Number 9. The president serves a 4-year term. 4 years. That is what the president gets to serve. Number 10. The U.S. Congress has 2 chambers: the House and the Senate. 2 chambers. Number 11. Each state has 2 U.S. senators. And I think about that whenever I drive through the city and I see all these different like campaign signs, vote for this politician for senator. And so, I think about that. Every state only gets 2 U.S. senators. Number 12. The House has 435 voting members. Number 13. The Supreme Court has 9 justices. 9 justices. Number 14. The Bill of Rights contains the first 10 amendments. Number 15. The First Amendment protects speech, religion, press, assembly, and petition. And that is an amendment that has, over the years, really come into play because of, we know everything that's going on. There's a lot of disagreement, a lot of turmoil going on in the United States, and as far as the First Amendment. And so that's a very important amendment that we have here in the United States, the First Amendment. Number 16. The U.S. uses a federal system of government. Number 17. States have their own constitutions. I bet many people did not know that, including myself, up until recently. I probably learned that maybe like a year ago. And I never knew that each state had their own like constitution. Yep. So number 18, the U.S. has no official national language. I did not know that either. I would have thought it would be English, but I guess it's not the official, like on paper, national language. And, there's so many different languages spoken here in the United States. There's people from all over the world that, move to the United States. And so I guess it's not surprising that there's no official national language. So, yeah. Number 19, English is the most widely spoken language in the United States. Number 20, Spanish is the second most spoken language in the United States. Number 21, the U.S. is the third most populous country in the world. Now, I did not know that. We're the third most populous country in the world. I didn't know that. What's the first? Is it... I forgot which country is the most populated in the world. Is it India? I can't remember. I think it's India. I actually want to check that. Let me check that. Most populated. I want to see, is it India that's the most populated country in the world? Yeah, it's India. Approximately 1.46 billion people. Yeah, so India is the most populous country in the world. But the U.S. is actually the third most populous country in the world. Did not know that. Number 22. United States has over 330 million people. That's a lot of people. Number 23. It is the fourth largest country by land area. See, these are things I didn't even know. Number 24, Alaska is the largest state by area. Number 25, Rhode Island is the smallest state. Number 26, California has the largest population. Number 20, and by the way, that doesn't surprise me. California, from what I hear, it's a beautiful state, climate wise, right? And then terrain wise too, because, California has some really nice mountains, some really nice national parks. They also have some nice, beaches as well. And, they get really good weather year round overall. I mean, it's not perfect all the time, but from what I hear, it's usually pretty good weather. They don't really get it too hot and humid there, and they don't get like super like freezing cold there either like that. And so, weather-wise and terrain-wise, climate-wise, California is a beautiful state. That's why many people move there. And that's why many people moved there in the past. Present time, I do believe that California, I don't think their population is really increasing like that. It's very expensive to live there, unfortunately. But man, if they had a decent cost of living in California, that would be the state that I would move to. Because, I'm an outdoors type of person, and I like to go out on trails and hike and see mountains and stuff. But, just living there is, the affordability issue is real in California. Number 27, Wyoming has the smallest population. That doesn't surprise me. I would have thought it would have been either Wyoming or like one of the Dakotas, either North or South Dakota. I'm sure for the smallest populations, the Dakotas are probably up there too. Number 28. The United States spans 6 time zones. 6 different time zones. Number 29. United States has some of the world's most diverse climates. Yes, it does. Because there's places that get extremely hot and humid. There's places that get extremely cold. There's places that get, you know, tornadoes, hurricanes. Very diverse climate. United States. Number 30, Death Valley is one of the hottest places on Earth. Number 31, Mount Denali is the tallest mountain in North America. Number 32, the Mississippi River is one of the longest rivers in the world. Yeah, the Mississippi River, that goes all the way from the Gulf Coast all the way up north. And as a matter of fact, if you're driving through, you're down south, like driving through Baton Rouge, you'll cross over the Mississippi River. And it's a very high bridge that you have to go over down in Baton Rouge. And that is one wide river. Number 33, the Great Lakes contain about 20% of the world's surface freshwater. Number 34, the U.S. has 63 national parks. And I definitely want to get to visit some of them. Number 35, Yellowstone was the first national park in the world. Yellowstone National Park. Y'all, I have to admit, I've never been to a national park before. Like, that's so sad. I've been to a state park, but I've never been to a national park, unfortunately. I gotta go to one day, because I love nature. Number 36, the bald eagle is the national bird. Number 37, the flag has 50 stars and 13 stripes. Number 38, the stripes represent the original 13 colonies. Number 39, the Star-Spangled Banner is the national anthem. Number 40, the national motto is "In God We Trust." Number 41, the U.S. has the world's largest economy by nominal GDP. Number 42, the U.S. dollar is the world's primary reserve currency. Number 43, and by the way, I hear that is changing. At least that's starting to change. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the near future in terms of the U.S. dollar being the world's primary reserve currency. I mean, we know that the U.S. dollar is continuously losing value, and so we'll have to see. From my understanding, a few countries have already switched away from the U.S. dollar to different currencies, and so we'll have to see. Number 43, the country is a global military superpower. Number 44, the Department of Defense is the largest employer in the U.S. Number 45, the U.S. has never had a female president. It was close, but still have yet to have a female president. Number 46, George Washington was the first president. Number 47, Abraham Lincoln ended legal slavery. Number 48, the Civil War lasted from 1861 to 1865. Number 49, slavery was abolished by the 13th Amendment. Number 50, women gained the right to vote in 1920. Move this here. Number 51, the U.S. entered World War I in 1917. Number 52, it entered World War II in 1941. Number 53, the U.S. was the first country to land humans on the moon. Now, there's many people out there that still don't believe that the moon landing was real. And so that's definitely been a hot topic of debate even to this day, even though that was back in 1969. People still to this day don't believe it. And so has been a source of a lot of controversy. You know, a lot of people, they'll take the footage and the images and give their analysis of those images and footage, and some people come to the conclusion that it's not real and that it was filmed in a studio or something like that. And there's other people that say that's crazy, they really did go to the moon. So yeah, it's been a source of a lot of controversy. So yeah, number 54, the moon landing occurred in 1969. Number 55, NASA was founded in 1958. Number 56, Silicon Valley is a global tech hub. Number 57, Hollywood dominates much of the global film industry. I never knew Hollywood was global like that. I mean, we all know, well, at least people who live in the United States, Hollywood is very, very popular. I mean, your top A-list actors are in Hollywood, right? And so, number 58, the U.S. is a major exporter of music and pop culture. Number 59, jazz, blues, and hip-hop originated in the United States. And I love me some jazz. Jazz is very relaxing music. Number 60, American football is the most popular sport in the country. And for those of y'all watching outside of the United States, when they say football here in the United States, they're not talking about like real football, which here in the United States we call like real football, soccer. But the football here in the United States is different, because I understand, in most places in the world, when you say the word football, they're thinking like, a ball you kick, which here in the United States we call it soccer. So yeah. But yeah, NFL, that's I think that's like the most popular pro sports league here in the United States. NFL is very popular here. Football, American football is basically tackle football, Number 61, baseball is known as America's pastime. Number 62, the Super Bowl is one of the most watched events annually. Let's see, number 63, the U.S. has over 4,000 colleges and universities. And many people all over the world come to the United States to study in colleges and university. The United States has some very prestigious universities as well. Harvard, Yale, MIT, and many of them. Many prestigious universities. Number 64, Harvard University was founded in 1636. Number 65, the U.S. has more immigrants than any other country. I did not know that. Yes, people from all over the world come to the United States because, United States, there's opportunity in the United States, although many people would argue that opportunity is dwindling. A lot of changes going on, but Compared to certain other countries in the world, the U.S. does have opportunity, which is why it's understandable that many people, worldwide would move to the United States. Number 66, it is often called a, quote, nation of immigrants. Number 67, Native Americans lived in the Americas for thousands of years before colonization. Number 68, the U.S. has over 570 federally recognized tribes. Number 69, the interstate highway system began in the 1950s, and we still have those same interstates to this day. And if you didn't realize, the way interstates work is the interstates that run east to west are even numbers. The interstates that run north to south are odd numbers. And so furthest down south you have Interstate 10, then you have further up north Interstate 20, then it's Interstate 30, then it's Interstate 40, and so on and so forth. And the same thing, starting out west, you have Interstate 5, then you have Interstate 15, then you have Interstate 25, then you have Interstate 35, you have Interstate 45, and 55, and so on and so forth. Let's see. Number 70, the U.S. has more cars than licensed drivers. Yeah, this is a car-dependent nation. There's cars everywhere here. I wish that more cities and jurisdictions and municipalities would prioritize other forms of transportation outside of cars, because there's too many cars on the road today, in my opinion. We need more sidewalks. We need more trains. I think it would really benefit the many cities in the United States if they prioritize alternative forms of transportation outside of cars. Number 71, healthcare is not universal in the United States, unlike many other countries around the world. Here in the United States, you got to pay for healthcare out of your own pocket. Number 72, the U.S. spends more on healthcare than any other nation. Number 73, college education can be very expensive. Number 74, the U.S. has one of the highest incarceration rates in the world. Yeah, that's unfortunate there. Number 75, gun ownership is protected by the Second Amendment. Number 76, the U.S. has more civilian guns than people. I can say United States is a country that loves guns. There's guns everywhere in the United States. That's the thing. Number 77, the country has no national voter ID law. Number 78, voting laws vary by state. Number 79, the Electoral College decides presidential elections. Number 80, a candidate can win the presidency without winning the popular vote. And that's happened, I believe, more than once, actually, where the winner of the presidency did not win the popular vote, but they won the Electoral College. Number 81, the U.S. has over 19,000 cities and towns. Number 82, New York City is the largest city by population. Number 83, Los Angeles is the second largest city. Number 84, the U.S. produces enormous amounts of food and agricultural exports. Number 85, corn is the most grown crop. Number 86, the U.S. consumes large amounts of processed foods. Yes. Yes, we do, unfortunately. Number 87, fast food originated in the United States. And we know, of course, fast food is very worldwide now. Number 88, Thanksgiving is a national holiday unique to the country. Number 89, Independence Day is celebrated with fireworks nationwide. Number 90, the U.S. does not use the metric system officially. Number 91, the country has no national paid vacation mandate. Number 92, in the United States, tipping is expected in many service jobs. Number 93, freedom of speech includes controversial and offensive speech. Number 94, the U.S. has a strong culture of individualism. And number 95, states can have very different laws. Number 96, marijuana laws vary by states. Number 97, the U.S. has influenced global trade, politics, and culture. Number 98, it has faced repeated debates over inequality and civil rights. Number 99, the American dream centers on upward mobility. Number 100, the U.S. remains one of the most influential countries in the world. And that is about it, folks. 100 facts about the United States. I really and sincerely hope that you're relaxed by this video. And I really do hope that you stay tuned for more videos.